welcome everyone to another spectacular Wednesday. We got Healing is War today. I know y'all are feeling great, magnificent. I've hardly slept, but I'm going to sleep this afternoon. My sleep is up and down these days. That's because so much is going on spiritually, so much is going on with my development, so much is going on with your development. If you're tapped in and tuned in, you already know this May. We've had what? Full moon in Scorpio. I'm trying to close this theme song, trying to play again. We've had what? Full moon in Scorpio, new moon. I forgot what the new moon is, but I'm an Aquarius sun and ascendant, and Uranus has been going in different positions. And for me, I felt it. I especially felt it on Sunday. I was emotional. I was up in here telling Terrence, like, I'm having a breakdown. Like, I literally felt like I was having a breakdown. I got in the bed, what, around like 5:30 or 6, and I just laid there. I couldn't do anything. It was so much burning on me, so much trying on me. And I'll tell you this, because of for those of you who are living in the 5D, 6D, 7D, you're elevated. You know you're a different version of yourself than you were several months ago, even 2 weeks ago. That's me. I feel different. I don't even experience the 3D, the physical, in the same way other people do. I've been working on my wealth consciousness. I've been working on so much. And this is the beauty. When you know who you are, I'm a projector in human design. I'm a leader. I'm a guide for this new earth. I know that. I always thought I was weird. Now I'm like, no shit, Elmira, you was never weird. You were just intended to guide the mass population into this. We got so much coming up. World Family Experience is coming up on August the 29th. You should have been already seeing the promos here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. We got multiple artists tapped in, tuned in, ready to perform for you. We got Elroy Johnson speaking, Cassandra Earl, she's singing, Tatiana singing, Cameron Galloway, he is rapping, he's my cousin. JES is performing, DJ T Rex. What else we got going on? I'm just hyped and excited about the World Family Experience, because this is not a concert. This is a virtual experience all over the world, designed to impact you, community, healing, love. That's what you we need. Love. It's that song Aloe Black. Love is what we need. Love is the answer. That's what we're doing. Get your ticket now. Regular admission is available. VIP is available. With the VIP, you get some behind the scenes videos and footage and snapshots from all of the artists. We got who? Poet Tiffany Bree, Poet James Hamilton. We doing it big, y'all. My nephew Cyrus Jones is hosting the event. This is better than the BET Awards. And that's what I'm saying. People may be like, you crazy. No, when you have a vision, you got to be damn delusional about your vision. And that's exactly what we're talking about on the show today. Let me actually hit the record button. That way I can place this on the other channel. Welcome everyone to another edition of Healing is War. My name is Elmira, your host. On this podcast, we explore the dark side, the shadows of continuing your spiritual and your healing journey. Today's topic, the lies you were told about money. I will say specifically, I have been delving into my own personal wealth story, my own personal money story over the past 4 years. I started it in a little bit of a way when I became an entrepreneur in 2009. However, some more things were revealed, some limitations, because if you know, like I know, the way the world is today, which is a lie, it's an illusion. They try to teach you that money is bad. They try to hold money from the masses. They try to hold wealth from the masses. Especially me as what we call a black melanated person. So I had to undo a lot of crazy stuff. I had to go from being the catalog queen. Catalog queen mean that's what they used to call me back in the day as a high schooler. Well, maybe I gave myself that name. I used to just shop, 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 spend, 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 spend because I put my worth in what I could buy. I went from the catalog queen to the rich bitch millionaire. So that's what this is going to be about. And you might be like, "Why are you saying rich bitch millionaire?" I'm a millionaire. I'm rich. And I don't hold my tongue about it either. Some people think you're supposed to be meek, mild, humble. Oh, you're not supposed to champion or speak highly of your gifts and talents. No, I'm not doing that anymore. People see my gifts, but I wasn't acknowledging my gifts. So today I have 8 lies or 8 things I had to face on this wealth journey. The first one, I used to treat money like sex and be secretive about it because that's what we're taught in the collective. Let me tell you how this would play out or how this does play out. And I'm speaking for myself individually. We don't talk about money. They even tell us, oh, don't tell anybody how much money you make, your salary, your coworkers. Don't tell them. I learned that's a lie. Why can't we talk about money? Why can't we say this is how much I'm paying for my house? This is how much I'm spending on my child's education. This is how much of debt I'm in. This is how much I spent on business coaching or being in containers. I can tell you in 2022, 2023, I invested in 2 major business containers. One of them was about 11K, another one was about 7K, and I was doing them at the same time. Don't talk about money, Elmira. You're not supposed to ask anybody about how much they make. Don't ask anybody about how much they put in the collection plate at church. Oh, we gonna get to that part too. We get into the church and the religion and how I had to dump that crap completely. Money, what I said was money was treated the same way as sex in my upbringing. We don't talk about sex either, but then people wonder why we got STDs. Or why did the young man or the young woman go sneaking at the back door of the church to have sex? You ain't want to tell nothing about it. Or everybody's sneaking around. Everybody's sneaking around and nobody's telling the truth about their money. I never talked about money in my house. If it was get a job. I mean, I'm just saying that was the main thing, not, okay, this is how you manage your money. Yes, my mom did show me how to balance a checkbook, those basic things. But the true essence of money is wealth. It's about understanding what does it mean for you? What does wealth mean for you? And if we don't have those conversations, we're telling ourselves lies. And somebody may say, you might be out there saying, but it wasn't a lie. Nobody ever said anything. But omitting the topic is a lie because it's a cover up. It's saying this topic is not important enough or is too secretive for us to even discuss it. Because we discussed everything else. We discussed food. We discussed going to church. We discussed doing my hair on Saturday night. So why couldn't we talk about money? Elmira got questions. I'm an investigator. I always have questions. And you should too. Ask. How you going to find out if you don't inquire? That was number one. Number two, I felt obligated, and this is something I put on myself because of what I saw. I felt obligated to help my parents financially. Let me tell you how this showed up. Even as a business owner, I was thinking, I want to earn enough as a business owner so I can take care of my mom, or I can take my mom on a cruise, or I can make my dad's life better. Y'all already know if you watch this show, my parents split up when I was young, little. but I felt obligated to help them because we were poor. But do you know what was happening? I was neglecting me. So how I was gonna take them on a cruise or pay for them a house, and Elmira didn't have no house yet. I ain't had no car yet. I didn't have this stuff. But I was gonna use my business profits to help them. What sense does that make? But people do that all the time because it's encouraged in our culture. It's encouraged in our community. Oh, when you get the record contract, you hear it all the time. I bought my mom a house. I signed to the NBA and I bought my mom a house. I'm not saying anything is wrong. I'm just asking you, as part of Healing is War, examine, where did you get that idea? Who told you you had to do that? Neglect yourself to take care of your parents or other family members. Because for me, it was, my thinking was my parents. But for you, it could be, I want to help my auntie. I want to help my cousin. I want to help the poor kids before I help myself. You can't help nobody before you help yourself. That's one thing I learned being a self-care boss. I can't help nobody until I help myself. Even this morning, I had to drink my water before I tried to check on what my boyfriend was doing or check on what somebody else was doing. Stop feeling obligation. I watched something last night from Erin Lyons. She was talking about co-creation over obligation. God wants you to be in co-creation rather than feeling a sense of obligation. Co-creation, no obligation. Yes to co-creation, no to obligation. You don't got to feel obligation to do shit. You don't. Because who told you? I always ask, who told you that? Who told you that? And is it working? That's the other assessment I had to make on this wealth journey, on this money journey. Start analyzing. Was my thinking working? Was it producing variable results, measurable results? And when I noticed it wasn't, I was like, I got to dump that. Okay, number 3, the lie, the religious thinking, tithing. Do you know tithing used to make me feel guilty because I felt guilty that I didn't have enough to put in the collection plate. And I'm distinctly speaking about when I was in college. I wasn't even working, but I took a portion of what I was gifted to put in the collection plate. Why? So that I could struggle and the church could be good. What kind of fucking sense does that make, y'all? It don't make no sense. The religious thinking has us married to what the collective is doing, and it's not even helping your money story. And people might say, oh, we're community based, we're doing, but I've heard multiple stories of people forfeiting, paying for their kids or their light bill just so they could put the tithe in the plate. What kind of sense does that make? And yes, I'm rhyming because I'm an artist and I likes to rhyme. It don't make no damn sense. But it got me hooked too because I also was carrying this thinking into my business at first. Oh, I shouldn't charge them that much for a massage. I shouldn't charge them this much for coaching. I should give it away for free because Jesus said, serve. No, you're supposed to make something off of it. They're supposed to be in exchange. We live in a world today where money, currency buys you things. It buys you food. It buys you light. This Wi-Fi I'm on right now. It buys me these clothes. This shungite crystal I have. It didn't just drop out of the sky. I had to transact some money. to an entity, to a business, to a company, to a person to get it. But what religious thinking will have you believe is you should not be wealthy. But if we really read the doctrine says you should be wealthy. But what they're teaching in the pulpit is you don't want to be too rich because you going to be a bit. I'm just, but I'd rather be a bee than a liar. Because why do people call women bees anyway? Because they're telling the truth. They're not going along to get along and just accepting the ignorance. So that was number three. Number four, this aligns with number three. The church never taught that my gifts were wealth. Let me tell you about this. Ever since I was a little girl, I sang in the church, meaning I was serving the church with my voice. The parishioners, the congregation got joy every Sunday from hearing me. Almost every Sunday, because when we were in the children's choir, we didn't sing every Sunday, but it was a lot. I sung at church a lot, but didn't get compensated for it. They ain't take no dollars off my tithes, or you feel me? For me serving and spreading my gift. And not only that, I didn't just sing. I created artwork. Me and one of my sisters both created artwork for the Vacation Bible School. I even wrote, as I was preparing this, I started to reel back some stuff. I even wrote a play, a Christmas play that the church was able to perform. I didn't get compensated for that. And I wrote this play when I wasn't even going to the church. I was living in Nashville. I just sent the play, and my nephews and other people at the church acted in the play, but it was my composition. I should have got compensated for that, right? But because of what I was taught, it's you don't deserve to get paid. Because I thought that's what the wicked thinking and the brainwashing tells you, the what comes easy, which is all of your gifts. Because as you listen to this, examine what gifts are you just giving away from free because you're like, it's too easy. Maybe you bake cakes. Oh, let me just give the pound cakes to everybody. I shouldn't be. Do you know people pay $60, $100 for pound cakes? Probably upwards of that, particularly if you in the group like I'm in, and I'm in this group called Black People's Pound Cakes, and them things be looking phenomenal. Like there's a guy in there, he put these coatings on the cake. I know he probably charged $200, $300 for them pound cakes or more plus. That's the thing. When you are gifted, I was taught that my gifts did not equate to wealth. I'm just telling y'all my experience, what I had to battle with. Number five, part of the lie that I was told, never ask for help. I saw it in my home. I never was explicitly told from my mom, oh, we're getting help with this or we're getting assistance with this. It all appeared that she was doing it on her own. So that's what translated to me as a little girl, do it on your own. Don't ask for help, especially when it comes to money. Because first of all, going back to number one, we shouldn't even be talking about it anyway. So when you ask for help, you don't need to be telling nobody. I will tell you, this came to a head in 2023, and I've talked about it on this show before. It came to a head when I was down to the dumps, almost had no money. I had to reach out to people. It was around this time of year. It was like May, June of 2023. I sent them a message. I was on my phone. I said, I'm in between jobs. I usually don't ask for help, but I need it right now. Can you send me anything? And thankfully, because I broke the chains of what I was taught and I asked for help, people assisted me tremendously and my heart was overflowing. I was in tears because that was the first time in all my years, and I'm 48 now, I was 45 then, that I had really asked for specific assistance. And you know what? This came full circle this week because a friend of mine from Nashville needed help in a similar way, and I was able to return the favor. I was able to send her some money. That's one of the things you got to understand about wealth too. Because I've been delving into this a lot, studying my own wealth story and studying other people's wealth and money story. You do not have to give in the same place you got. Some of us will do this direct reciprocity. Oh my goodness, my brother gave me money. I got to give him some back right now. No. The way money works is it will always cycle back. When it's your turn to give, give. Because I didn't give back to those same people, but I did just give back to my friend. And I'm tearing up now thinking about it because I'm so grateful that I worked on my money story so good that I was able to pay it forward. Cause the way y'all don't know, like, I lost my apartment, I lost my office, my car was repossessed. I had all kinds of collections from payday loans and all kinds of stuff just because I took a risk. It was time to ask for help. Do you need to ask for help when it comes to money? Stop being funny about it and saying I can do it all by myself. It's like that Tyler Perry movie. I can do bad all by myself is what the title of the movie is. Wouldn't you rather do good all by yourself or do better with somebody else's help? Because that's what you get when you ask for help. I've had to do this recently. I don't have a vehicle now. And I'm okay with it because what I've learned is I've been getting VIP treatment. When I was working at the Waffle House, I had a lady driving me every day to work. Well, almost every day because sometimes Terrence was able to take me. But I'm okay with it. It's showing me to depend on other people. Maybe that's your thing when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your wealth story. Have you been so independent, hyper independent, that you're afraid of depending on somebody else? Get real with yourself. Get real with your story. Where was it rooted? And you can change it quickly. Just like Aaron Lyons talks about, and anybody who teaches quantum leaping or quantum healing, you can change it in an instant. You really can. Number 6, this is a lie or something I had to face. Well, not exactly a lie, but my millionaire identity. I didn't always see myself as a millionaire. I knew I could make my own money because that was the first thing I had to accept. Because growing up, I was taught, go work for somebody else. But soon as I started working for somebody else, that thing ain't sit right with me for nothing. And now I know why. Now I'm understanding more about me as a projector in my human design. I ain't supposed to work no 9 to 5. That stuff, it just gets to me. I need to be able to take breaks, sit down, be creative, all of that. That shit used to get on my nerves at the hotel. That's why I left and got my massage therapy degree and started my business. And now, since 2022, I started calling myself a millionaire. I even created a series called Myths to Millionaires. That will be coming out on my network. I did have it published on YouTube, but I hid the videos. I've created 50 episodes of that, Myths to Millionaire, because you have to reclaim your story of you as a millionaire. We just taught a class on that, my colleague and I, my colleague Juliana in the UK. You got to first see yourself as a millionaire. That's what I had to face. I didn't even see it because everybody else around me was making 50K a year, 60K a year, 70K a year, or 20K a year. I ain't no millionaire. I probably did, but they didn't talk about it. So how would I know? I bet you my uncle was a millionaire before he died. He owned um a construction company in Richmond, Virginia. But I didn't know. Maybe other people did, but Elmira didn't. And that would have been something I would have loved to know as a business owner myself. That's my uncle. Brother Sister, they call it. I started to say, I'm a millionaire. What does that look like? My millionaire status is luxury, pleasure, and nature. I love nature. Just this morning, I was repotting my orchid. I love nature. I go out for walks. I've had a pet bird. Well, it really wasn't no pet bird, but there was a bird nesting for almost 2 months on our balcony. Then there was another bird mating at the window. Like, nature is wealth, because that's how I see God. God is just the energy, the wind, the earth, walking barefoot. I do grounding, breathing in the air. I don't know why I sound like Infinite Waters now. Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. It feels good to be alive, baby. Um, but my millionaire identity is luxury. Even as I work from home on a daily basis, I dress. I don't just put on a t-shirt and jeans or t-shirt and no, I'm looking like a millionaire. I look like $1 million. And in order to look like $1 million, you ain't got to spend $1 million. You just got to look yourself, style yourself, put on your makeup, do your clothes, style it. Don't just walk, be regular, be special, because you are. God made you rich. All of us should be millionaires. There's a book I'm going to recommend by Rogers called We Should All Be Millionaires. Everybody needs to read that book. There's another book that I read. I'll link it under here by Jen Sincero. It's something about money. I read that book. That was part of my wealth journey. I read that book, what, 2022, 2023, but I've read a lot of money books. You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor is another one. Because we think that being wealthy is a foreign thing and it's not for everyone. No, being wealthy, we're all supposed to be wealthy. We're all supposed to be able to live in the house of our dreams, to go on vacation when we want to and not have to ask the boss. Luxury, pleasure, to eat the food you want and not feel like, oh, I gotta wait till payday to get my seafood boil. I'm talking to myself because I love seafood boil. Why do we do this to ourselves? Because we just believe the lies we were told. It's time to unravel those lies. We are in this time celestially for a reason. And you're here, you're listening to this broadcast for a reason. Because you know it's true. Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. But that was my millionaire story. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. You say it. I'm a millionaire. I am a millionaire. And listen to things, because sometimes it takes reprogramming, embodiment. It's a consistent practice, because I can say I wasn't as confident in saying these things back in 2022 as I am in 2026. And I can feel the difference energetically in my body. Other people can too, because people have told me that you're different. And you know it. You know it too. When you establish a firm hold in your wealth, in your money story, you feel different, you look different, you act different, you do different things. Number 7. Now this is a huge one, because if we unraveling the lies, I had to be honest. Start being honest with people. Even just this morning, I was honest with someone, because for this world family experience, I wanted, and I'm going to say, I want to hire this project manager. But this morning I sent an email. I said, I don't know how I can do it because I don't have that 4K deposit. Be honest with people. Don't lie and beat around the bush and say, there's another reason. If money is the reason, let it be the reason. But also, I will say this. Don't let money be the reason why you say no. If you really want to do something, money will show up, because that has happened for me. When I wanted to rent my first massage office, the $900 showed up in a week. What else? When I wanted to join Eva's Thinking into Results, that was one of the business containers. The money showed up, a $2,500 credit card. My sister gave me $850. And you see how I'm being honest. I'm not just saying, oh, my sister gave me some money. I'm telling you exactly how much. And people may, why are you telling all the business? You ain't got, it's my business. It's money. It's just money. And that'll be my point 8, but I'm going to get there talking about that. Yeah, last week I had a casting call. And now I know why that casting call went the way it did. Like it was 3 meetings. But I told him in the second meeting that I did not have currently the $2,500 to make the deposit for the 10K investment. I was doing everything to come up with it over the weekend. But do you know what happened? And I know why this happened. It was because I was honest. We were supposed to have a third meeting to go over the contract on Sunday. Dude never showed. But that goes to show you that wasn't even it for me. That or better, because I'm actually going to be getting paid to tell my story, to do my documentary. I ain't got to pay nobody because it's like that Tony Jones song. I get paid to be me. They're going to be paying me 50K, 100K, 200K residuals to tell my story, to make my show. I don't need to be paying nobody 10K, so that's what it was showing me, but it gave me a sneak peek. This is what the universe does. Gives you a sneak peek of your new life, your new identity as this wealthy person. That was a glimpse for me. I was able to see what was waiting ahead. What else? Oh, when you're being honest, script things into existence. I do this all the time. I write. This is how everything, because the feeling is the secret. This is how I want it to work out. Let's say you want to sell your home because that's part of your wealth blueprint and you're selling your home. Write out how easy the process of the sales is. Who is your agent, your real estate agent? Who buys the house? And become detached as well, because don't just say my house has to go to a married couple who's in their 30s. Don't think about it like that. It's the feeling. How do you want to feel as you sell this house? How do you want to feel as you sell these products and your services to your clients and your customers? Script it out, write it out. And people may be like, oh, this don't work. Yeah, if you on this channel, you know this work. It works for me every time. I scripted so much and it comes to fruition. What else? Oh, I had to be honest. So you remember when I told you I was in almost on zero? My tank was on E with the money. That was in 2023, and I owed some of the massage therapists who I hired to do this gig in Nashville. I had to be honest with them and say, I don't have the money right now, but I'm going to get it to you in a week. Yes, they were mad. Believe you me, I would have been mad too because I was expecting to get my check that day. But I thank them for the grace they had on me. I could have easily told a story and said, the check didn't come in and this. I just said, I don't have it and I'll pay you the money when I get it. Had to be honest. You got to be honest about your money because the more honest you are, you can forgive yourself because your money is not sitting there judging you for a mistake you made 5 years ago, a mistake you made 11 years old ago. They've actually discharged it. That's the beautiful thing about debts. So many of you are holding on to your debts, and that was me too. Oh my gosh, I'm 80K in debt. No, you're not. Have you asked for forgiveness for the debt? I'm talking about energetically and physically, because all you got to do is call the company. You know what? Is something we can work out? Some of us too afraid to do that because we don't want to be honest. Call them. Tell them what you want. That's like a gospel song. Call them up and tell them what you want. Yeah, call the collector up and tell them what you want. You do not receive because you do not ask. And most of the stuff is discharged anyway. They don't even, and I'm speaking as a business person. Let's say there was a client who owed me 1K, and I had to do this. I've had to do this numerous times. There were clients who owed me money. I let it go. Because what was it going to be for me to waste my energy pursuing it? Trying to chase them for $1,000, chase them for a $300 massage. It ain't make no sense. Just let it go. Go get some new money. It's always going to cycle back anyway. The eighth and final thing is stop putting money on a pedestal. We put money above everything. Money above our children. Money above our house. Money above our health. Oh my gosh, I don't have money, so I can't do. I need the money. I need the money. And that's how money gonna treat you. Because money is like, if these fools treat me like a god, I ain't even gonna come to them. I'm only gonna come to the people who treat me as a friend, who treat me as ease. But you put money all the way up here. Oh my gosh, I can't do it because I don't have the money. Stop stressing. Money don't even act like that. The true nature of money is the true nature of God. And what is God? What is source? Source is all about love, universal love. So treat money like universal love. Love is never ending. Water is never ending. Even though the masses will make you believe, oh, we don't have no more water. The water is going out. We don't have, that's like saying we ain't got no more air. We got air every day. Like Marissa Peer says, take one breath in and let it out. That's how money works. You give and you receive. It's an exchange. It's not on a pedestal. Y'all put the money all on a high horse, you praising it. Ah, money, money, money. No, money don't even want to be praised. Money wants to co-create with you. This is what I started saying. Let's see how I can play with money today. I actually have a name for money. It's Lisa Love. I will write down, I started doing this, well, actually I started doing this in 2023, but then I fell off and I re-engaged with it last year. I will spend $1,700 today. So I will go shopping. I get in the act of creating with Lisa Love. And we're like, yes, what are we going to do today? Are we going to buy my wedding dress? Are we going to do this? Because so many of us think you got to wait till you have money in the bank to do stuff. That's putting money on a pedestal. How many times have I gone and tried on stuff, did stuff, put stuff in my shopping cart, and I knew I wasn't going to buy it right then and there? It don't matter. It's the energetics. Energetics is everything. I remember when I first moved down here, I went to Macy's and tried on some designer dresses. It was this one yellow dress that I love. Same year, I went to the bridal shop. Ain't got no engagement. Don't matter. I tried on wedding dresses. Live your life. Act out your life. Embody the life that you want. Wealthy life. Because a lie you've been told is wait till you see the money to do something. No, do something from your heart, from your soul mission, and then the money will show up. Always will. What did I write down here? Oh, I just gonna reiterate, make the decision based on your heart and not based on what you have in your bank account right now or what you have in your hand. Because you could say, my bank account is a negative. So you gonna tell me you don't have nothing because they gave you an overdraft fee. You still got something. Do the gratitude. You have love. You have people. You have food. You have family. Because you got something. Just because your bank account says a negative, that ain't even real. You still got stuff to eat. You have laughter. You have joy. You have children. You have opportunities. Stop doing that to yourself. I'm only going to give you one piece of soul work today, and it is this. Examine your money triggers. Be honest with yourself because you're the only one who can do it. And it doesn't matter if your siblings do it, your spouse does it, your friends do it, your parents do it. You do it because you're going to be the change in the world. People people may not like it at first because it's going against the grain, but you have to be the change. You have to be the one who redefines your wealth story, and then other people will see you. They're like, "Wait a minute. How did you change the way you look at debt? How did you change the way you look at money? How did you change the way you look at your paycheck?" It starts with here and here. This is all interconnected, our body, mind, and spirit. They're not separate from each other, and it's our heart that runs the show. Remember, your soul is calling you to greatness. Be a soldier. You are